So we have got the Navara home. It has been a pleasure, no problems whatsoever. We put the battery on a charge, that's brought the battery back, so we have no problems there. We've since cleaned the outside, we've cleaned the engine bay, so it's now all looking all proper. If you watched the last video, you'll know that after we cleaned it, we found a few little marks on the side. Still yet to tackle those. But in this video, we're going to be tackling the tray. We've got this awful wooden contraption that needs to go. I haven't been able to get the bottom drawers out, so there could be stuff still in there. I have been able to get the top drawer out, but there was nothing in there. So yeah, sit back and relax. Maybe we got some goodies inside the trunk pad, but I highly doubt it. So as you can see, it's not in too bad a shape. I just did a quick little spray down. It definitely needs a lot more, probably like a bit of a brush with some water, maybe on a drill or something, but it's definitely not too bad. We do have a couple nicks and stuff in the middle where it's gone through the paint, but luckily for us, we should be able to get a liner. So just a rubber mat effectively that can lay down, cover the sides, and effectively cover the damage. As well as a new cover for the top. So this will be all good, all back to stock, which will be perfect. All right, so it is now well, it's not the next day, but it's the next day we are working on the Navara. Last time you saw, we were getting rid of the, as some of you put, grandma's chested drawers, getting rid of those out of the back of the ute, and we have done such a thing. We've got a bare empty tray. There is some more progress as well. If you remember last time, we had some residue paint, something like that, on this guard here and down the door. I have since cut and polished and just taken all that off. There was actually a comment saying that it could be like varnish from the wood, and I think that person may be correct, because if you have a look here, you can see there's a nice line of it pretty much exactly where the top of that wooden box was. So I think it's a very good shout that it probably was the wooden varnish. Now, what we are continuing to do is I was actually able to pick up a bed liner. So here we've got a Nissan Navara OEM bed liner, and it was really cheap. It's 50 bucks, which is awesome. It is in a little bit worse wear, as you can see. Needs a good clean, a few scuff marks and stuff, but for our purpose, for a cheap budget ute, just basically to make the tray look a lot better, we'll chuck that in, we'll give that a clean, we'll give the actual bed a clean as well, and we also have some more good buys. We have got a tonneau cover, full set with all the bracketry. Now, I don't believe this one is a Nissan one. I think it is actually aftermarket, which is fine, but we are going to have to drill some holes. I also have been just quickly having a look at the different gaps and stuff that this bed liner has. Now, it does have the cutout down here for the tray power socket. So if you come over here, you'll notice that we've got power in the tray, so it does have that cut out, but unfortunately what they don't have cut out are the hooks for tying stuff down. So we've got two on the back wall and then one on either side of the tub. And if we come over here, you can see down the side here, there is no cutout for those. And if you have a look on this rear piece, we don't have anything on the side there. So we're probably gonna have to drill out, just drill a hole basically so we can put the bolts through, because it is threaded on the other side. And yeah, go from there. We also, just to be show you everything is we have taken the little grommets off. So these are threaded holes, and this is what the tonneau cover, I guess mounting thing that holds it here, bolts into, and it also locks in the bed liner. So the piece that comes down here screws in with a metal bracket here that's also the tonneau cover carrier, so it locks this all in place, so basically it won't move around. So that's what we've got to do with the ute, and then I think that's all done. I think it's ready to go, ready to sell. I did change the oil, so that's no longer a problem. But yeah, so we'll get underway. I will get underway, clean the bed as best we can, try and take off some of that varnish residue, as well as cleaning our $50 bed liner. All right, thanks to the power of editing, I have a haircut and our tub liner is all dry. So as you can see, came out pretty good. There's a couple of little spots that still a little bit dusty and dirty, so I might have to go over there with like a trim rejuvenator restorer, but the side panel's looking all good and the back panel's looking all good. So next step up here. With Navara, I've taken the first bracket out, see just there. So what I'm going to do is just get a tape measure, measure out where all the holes are. That way I know exactly where to drill. So once we put the tub liner on, we know exactly where to drill the holes. And to be honest, the tray actually came out quite nice. So yeah, that's good. But yeah, I'll take out the rest of these hooks and we will start installing our tray liner. Alright, if this looks weird, it's because the GoPro died on take 2 of this video. But you join me on a cold Brisbane morning as I'm trying to get this tonneau cover and tub liner finished. As you can see, tub liner's all in, fits great, perfect. What you're probably noticing as well, this bar and this bar, you can see in frame. So basically, I don't own a Navara, so I just assumed that when I bought the second-hand tonneau cover, it came with everything I needed. That is not the case. So this bar here, basically, if you have a look at where the holes are, on the rear of the tub, they sit quite low. With that black bar, it actually just sits flush with the top here, which is not what we want because the tonneau cover we have needs to clip in to the back here to be held onto. So that then led me to buy a second tonneau cover because all the wreckers would not sell me this piece by itself. They wanted me to buy the entire tub, which I definitely didn't want to. So I found another tonneau cover that had a ripped tonneau cover. So the brackets were fine, the tonneau cover itself was ripped. Drink for every time I say tonneau cover. So yeah, that's what we ended up doing. Ended up picking that one up. So hopefully with this piece, we can fit that on the back, we can put the side pieces on and then get everything all good. And then we'll have a working tonneau cover. And the car will be ready to sell. All of the side pieces are on. We've also got the one on the tail door. We also went ahead and installed a little crossbar. Unfortunately, it didn't come, well, the kits that I bought didn't come with the little hook pieces that I guess hooks into. But that was no problem. We just went down to Super Cheap Auto. They sold a kit and I think it was like 20 bucks. So you can just pop that in. So now the moment of truth, does the tonneau cover fit? I bloody hope it does. So does the tonneau cover fit? Yes, it does. It's all on, all clipped in place. Yeah, I guess it's all good to go. The only annoying thing is if you want the tail door to come down, you need to peel it off, and you're able to get in underneath. But apart from that, yeah, it's pretty good. So yeah, we are all good to go. We are ready to sell this Navara.